It's nice to have you here. Thank you for coming today and spending some time for our interview.
Pleasure.
So, would you please tell me more about yourself?
Okay, my name is Monzour, and I studied in Emirates Aviation University. I finished National Diploma and Higher National Diploma in Aerospace Engineering. Currently 22 years old, and I'm working at Technical Records Department under Emirates Engineering as a Technical Records Assistant.
That's interesting. So, would you mind telling me why did you choose this major?
Well, the reason why I chose this major is I want to explore something different, something related to my father's job for the past more than 20 years in regards to aviation. So I was really encouraged when I knew that there's a college here in Dubai that offers this type of course, so I really went up for it.
So what difficulties faced you during your studying years when you were a student?
Well, of course there was this coping up with different nationalities. One of the major difficulties was the level of difficulty when it comes to the subjects that we were studying. So yeah, basically those academic parts.
You would name it as a hard beginning for you, academically?
Oh, yes, academically it was a hard beginning. Socially, not much.
And so how did you get through all these tough challenges, like levels, challenging levels you had because of the academic studies and all this?
Well, it was really good because I had good peers. I had good friends that helped me out a lot. My parents were there to support me, and of course, I thank God that I knew how to prioritize which is important, which are less important. So that's how I coped up.
So would you tell me how different it is to be a student than an employee?
Well, of course, when you're a student, you are more on depending on your parents. You're more on, leaning onto them. If you're having a hard time, they're there, they're helping you with your studies. But now you're an employee, so you're like required to stand up for yourself. Although your parents are there, your friends are there, but it's really different. It's like you're on your own, but you're managing to cope up. You have colleagues that help you, but the major difference is how you depend on others and how you can stand up for yourself.
Is your job risky, and would you mind telling me how risky it is?
Job being a technical records assistant, it's really, really risky. You have to get your mind all focused on the things you're doing, because at technical records we keep records of everything that is being done on an aircraft, on our all commercial aircrafts, including the freighter aircrafts. So once your mind is, not focused on what you're doing, so there's a tendency that you might misplace some important documents that will risk the airworthiness of an aircraft, that will risk the quality of the aircrafts that passengers are riding on. So working as a technical records assistant, it really requires total focus. It really requires 100% of your time, of your mind on your work.
Alright, and how do you find the nature of working, like the timing?
Oh, the timing. Timing is really, for me, it's really difficult. I've been working for almost 2 years now as a technical records assistant, and it's still coping up with the timing, because our timings are, our schedules are 4 days on and 4 days off. So within those 4 days of duty, we have 2 morning and 2 nights, and it's from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or during night shifts 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So that's how we work, and it's really hard, but you'll get used to it.
You can manage.
Yeah, we can manage. Yeah.
Alright, so what advices can you give to engineering students?
Well, the advices that I could give to them is know their priorities. It's easy to say that you can manage to balance your time with friends, your time with family, and your studies, but it's easier said than done. So I wasn't able to enjoy really being out with friends. When I was in college, I was really focused. I was just going to college, doing projects, and then home. Then I have other activities at home also outside of home. So that's how my life was. But a few years of sacrifice ended with a wonderful success, which is where I'm now working in Emirates.
So it was worth it, all your time.
Of course it was.
All right. My last question for you is, what do you think about people that they say that whatever you hear is different than what you experience? Like, what's the difference between the reality of whatever you heard and you experienced in your job?
Well, hearing stuff could see, once you hear something like, for example, when you hear something good, it doesn't mean that you will experience it the way that your mind tries to process how good that is. So I think, fine, it's good to hear that you'll be working as an engineer, or you'll be working as a mechanic in Emirates, or you'll be working as a cabin crew. But then you should also be ready with the sacrifices that is required of your job, of the responsibility that is given to you. So I just want to tell them that when you hear something good, be ready for the sacrifices required.
Nothing comes easy,
Nothing comes easy.
but it's worth it.
Of course it is.
So no matter how hard it is, it'll eventually be working out for you if you're trying, right?
True.
All right. That would be all. Thanks a lot for coming today.
It's
It
my
was a pleasure
pleasure.
having you.